Hi guys, my name is Amanda Manka and I've been brought on this platform to chat to you guys a little bit about scholarships. So we all know when it's time to move on to the next level of your education, sometimes finances may be a difficult thing to look at. However, things such as scholarships and bursary are there for that very reason. Question one, what is the difference between a scholarship and a bursary? So usually scholarships are awarded to students based on merit, while bursaries are awarded to students based on their financial need. So whether or not you can afford to go to university. Okay. Another common question that we keep getting is, can I use my mid-year grade 12 or grade 11 results to apply for a scholarship fund? The answer is yes. However, once your matric certificate comes out, you're going to have to send it to the organization or company providing you with the scholarship to confirm your eligibility for that scholarship. The second question we're going to be looking at is what type of scholarships can one apply for? There are a vast number of scholarships out there for people to apply for, from music to athlete to academics to religious to disability to ethnicity. There are a lot of scholarships out there for people to apply for. It just depends on what exactly you're looking for. So you really do need to filter it down to what exactly you would like to study and what exactly you are eligible to apply. Frequently asked question is, do you need to have been accepted by a school prior to applying for a scholarship? And the answer is yes, unless otherwise stated by the scholarship or bursary you're applying for. Most scholarships require people to have actually been accepted by a university or school prior to meeting the eligibility criteria of that scholarship. The third question we're going to be looking at is, where can one find scholarships? So I've broken this down into 4 categories or 4 different areas one can find these scholarships. The first one is the school you are currently in or the school you're planning on going to. So you can talk to a guidance counselor, a teacher, or any person of authority within the school that you are currently in and ask them of different bursaries, of different scholarship opportunities that they've heard of that they feel you could apply for. And by doing so, this can also help you in knowing the documents that you need and having a go-to person to check on your work or check on your essay or check if you have all the documents needed for the application. Okay, so in the same field, one could also go to the school they're intending to go to's website and see whether or not they offer bursaries or scholarships for the field that they want to study within that school. So the second option is to ask around your local areas. So places such as banks, places such as shops within that area or libraries do have information on scholarships or may know of institutions and businesses within that place offering bursaries to students who cannot afford or meet a certain criteria to go to a university. The third place I'm going to talk about is free online database sites. The one that comes to the top of my head is internationalscholarships.com. You can use these sites to basically search and filter down to scholarships that may be eligible to you or in the criteria that you are looking for. When you're on the internet, however, you need to be careful and you need to avoid getting scammed by different people that are trying to feed on your weakness or trying to feed on the fact that you really want a scholarship. So if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. You would rather go onto the direct school website or email the school and find out if this is a scholarship that is hosted by them. And final place that one can search for scholarships is social media sites. So for example, on Twitter, there is a handle under the name Opportunity Desk that posts regular scholarships, bursaries, internships, learnerships that are available to different students at different places. Because we're always on social media and because we're always scrolling on our phones, I always find that using this to your advantage and taking the time just to scroll through a couple of these internships, scholarships, bursaries would really help you, because you would find something that is within your criteria and something you're eligible to apply for. Another frequently asked question is, do you need to be smart to apply for a scholarship? The answer to this is yes, but only if you're looking to apply for an academically based merit scholarship. There are many other scholarships out there that do not take into consideration your academics, such as music scholarships or sports scholarships that are looking specifically at your talent in that sport or event rather than looking at your academic achievement. So the fifth question we're going to look at is how to apply for scholarships. Okay, so what I found is that going from scholarship to scholarship, they usually have a lot of different requirements that they require, especially if you're looking at an athlete scholarship versus an academic scholarship. The documents required might not be the same from one to the other. But the basic things that are usually found when applying for a scholarship are the requirement of an essay. When you're writing an essay, you need to make sure your essay is basically selling yourself, selling your character, and selling your abilities. You need to sell to the selection criteria why they should choose you and why you would be the best fit. You need to make sure that the structure of that essay and the tone used within that essay is that of a formal nature. Okay, a second requirement that I have found in most scholarship is recommendation letters. So they want to see how you worked with other people, whether it be a previous school or a previous place of employment. So these are about two of the documents one could find in a scholarship documentation requirement list, but there are a lot of things that different scholarship might want depending on what you're applying for. You need to be aware of different deadlines as well when applying for scholarship. For example, when you're applying for scholarships internationally, you need to bear in mind our terms and school times here in Africa may differ from those in different continents and different countries of the world. So you need to do your research and find out when do their school terms begin, when do they end. So you make sure that you're applying on time and giving yourself time to read through, spell check all the information that you have before submitting it in a hurry. And those are the quick fire tips that I have for you guys when applying for scholarship, where to look, what to do, and what would be required. I hope someone out there found this video very informative, and if you have any further questions, please do comment down below. We will be sure to answer all your questions and give you all that you need to have a very pleasant scholarship application and finding process.